Okay, so I'm going to talk to you about our project that I worked on generated $1 million in pipeline using some promotional merchandise, earphones in this case. Let's see, technology, I'll just press the button. So, Andy just said, so if you can introduce me, but if you didn't hear that, my name is Addington, and I'm a UK marketing director for Acclaimed, which is a software ERP organisation. But the project that I'm going to talk to you about is when I was heading up European marketing for Acclaimed, which is another software organisation that is involved in document automation and things like that. So Kofax has had a lot of customers, right? So when their sales guys go into their pitches, they can bring up this slide with hundreds and hundreds of logos of fancy customers. But as an organisation, they're quite anonymous. And I call it, well, I've got a quiz actually. So who drives here? Who drives a car? I drive a car. Not many people drive a car. Okay, keep your hand up if you know what make of car you drive. Maserati, right, obviously. Okay, so keep your hand up if you know what kind of shock absorbers you drive. What brand shock absorbers are in your car? Nobody knows, right? I don't know what kind of shock absorbers are. Oh, you know. We're a minority. And that's the kind of situation that Kofax found itself in, okay? Because it sold a lot of its products as a larger kind of IT installation. So people were buying from resellers, systems integrators and other companies, and not directly Kofax, so they didn't really know they were a customer. Okay? So often, this is a good thing about, I think it had a lot of potential for upsell. Often customers such as the big banks, the big insurance companies, the multinational billion-pound conglomerates, they were using our solution in just a corner office or in one isolated location, and there was a huge opportunity to grow. But because there was this invisibility problem, right? Any marketing that I did and my team did, had to really fight to get noticed because we just didn't have the brand presence of the big systems integrators and the big resellers. And if you're fighting against that kind of thing, a one-off email, as any marketer in this room will know, it doesn't do it, right? You send out an email, I get like 350, 400 emails a day. Some of the sales sends me an email, it's very easy mixed, and I'm sure it's the same with everybody else. And if you're trying to sell it to senior IT, CIOs, CTOs, FDs of HSBC or Barclays Bank, it's just not going to work. So we needed, much more personalised outreach, a bit more complicated to strategic accounts. One that can cut through all the noise, as I said, it gets so many emails, and gets noticed, and went some way into improving the kind of brand invisibility problem that we had. So we put together a campaign that was around a dedicated microsite which had loads of personalised landing pages, personalised content, personalised videos, and written content. A lot of time and effort went into putting together that content. But that was the easy bit, right? It's easier to put together content. The most difficult thing is to get the right people to visit the content, raise their hand, fill out a form, and become a marketing qualified lead. Okay? That's the bit that's a bit more tricky. And we already know, right, that email just doesn't do it. You need a bit more, thinking in your outreach campaign. So this was the kind of thing that we did. It's a bit difficult to see, but it's a integrated, multi-touch campaign using different algorithms and different pieces of content as prospects and customers go through the different phases from education through to decision making, etc., etc. Integral to this was a high impact direct mail piece. Okay, and so we threw a around a few ideas internally, and then I've worked with Andy for a number of years, and so I called him up and we threw some more ideas around, and we came up with a drug out piece that had some earphones embedded in. And I think you can find those earphones down there somewhere. So the mailer went out, the box mailer with the earphones already inside, and what we asked was, the recipient of this box, we had it printed on the inside, plug the earphones into the computer, visit the website, listen and watch the videos, and if you like what you see, what you hear, give us a call. Okay, and there's loads of other content on the website. So the drop-out piece and the whole kind of first and second touches, phases of the campaign was followed up by phone and the email nurture. We went out to about 2,000 targeted accounts and did a lot of work in the previous, before anything went out the door to make sure the list was clean, with a lot of telephone cleaning, a lot of profiling, okay, to make sure the message is right, going out to the right people. And so the results, well, the email managed to get 35 people to the website, and we followed up with postcards and things like that, and that got 14 to the website. But the DM with the earphones, it was 8 times more effective than the emails in driving traffic to the website. Also, during the telephone follow-up, if you remember going back to the brand issue, 65% of people that we talked to on the telephone remembered the mailer, and more importantly, remembered who it came from. And this is from a company that isn't an Oracle, it isn't an SAP, this is just a little old Kofax that nobody's ever heard of. And also, everyone that we talked to who was doing the calling, they agreed that being able to open the conversation with, hello, I'm the guy that sent you the earphones, was actually quite a good icebreaker and a good conversation starter. And it was much easier to follow up and get the other person on the telephone, even if they were senior, or even if they were PAs, get them into a conversation. Definitely how to get the company names. And this campaign generated over $1 million of pipeline, and also $250,000 of sales, which isn't bad for a pair of earphones, right? And this is a return on investment of about 10 times. The whole project cost about $26,000 to put together. And and some key takeaways, I think. Single emails, single communication shots just don't work today. Not really. You need to have multifaceted, multiple types of communications together. But also, when you're walking up and down places like this and you're looking at all different things, it's not just about cheap pens and cheap mints that you can give away at exhibitions or conferences. We as marketing guys, we should be thinking about how we can integrate little things that you can see on these tables to give a bit more, oomph to our marketing campaigns. Because if you pick the right thing and integrate it into the right message, your marketing campaigns can be much more powerful and stand out and get noticed. And that for me is the key takeaway from the things that we've done and the learning that I did with the project with Andy, is that the earphones made a massive difference. That was it. It was easy. I haven't got any dodgy phones to give away for the first 4 questions.
I'm glad.
That includes the videos, that includes the microsite, that includes the earphones and the drop mount, and the postcard. The department's done internally. We have our own internal marketing. We call them LDR, lead development reps, and they do all the follow-ups. So we didn't have to pay for that. Any questions?
Sorry, was that figure $26,000?
Yes.
And you got $250,000
in
worth.
sales, and $1 million in pipeline. The average kind of order cycle, the sales cycle is 6 to 9 months, because it's quite complicated software and goes through, the sales guys have to go through loads of hoops to get it all done. But, yeah, $1 million pipeline. Good. Thank you.
Thank you.